Right, we are here at the Black Canyon 100K, Mayer, Arizona. Going to be going down to New River, Arizona, just north of Phoenix on the Black Canyon Trail. We had a 2-hour delay this morning because of all the snow and ice we've gotten here. So the shuttle buses wanted to wait for the roads to be clear. So we're getting a later start than usual, but we're adjusting to it because that's what we do in ultras. We adjust and adapt. And we're heading over to the start line here on the track at Mayer High School, and we'll get going pretty soon. Here we go. It's a mud fest.
It's the worst it's gonna be. I have the original.
Holy cow.
Thanks for hanging out with us, guys.
Woo! Here we go. Back in the mud. Trying to move efficiently, but it's very slick. We're a little over 2.5 miles in. Should be like this for another 5-6 miles or so, then hopefully we'll be out of the mud. But right now it's pretty gnarly. So muddy. It's the kind of mud that's sticking to your feet and pulling your shoes off. It's so slippery. It's like we're surfing on the mud, just trying to not fall. The one good thing is it's forcing us to not go out too fast, which is a common mistake at this race. All right, 6.5 miles in. Finally got a bit of a reprieve from the sloshy, sloppy mud. This is a little bit more compact. But I would bet we're not out of the woods yet. We're just a little bit more exposed to the sun right now, so it's a little bit drier. But I mean, you can still see it's pretty sloshy along the sides. See the Bradshaw Mountains off to my right. Beautiful. I don't think I've ever seen that much snow on the Bradshaws. I've seen them get a dusting at the top of them, but we got hammered with a snowstorm for the past couple of days here in northern and central Arizona. And the snow line got down to about 3,500 feet, which is pretty low. Mayer, where we started the race, is at about 4,000 feet. I'm not sure what we're at right now, but we're probably right around that 3,500 foot snow line. You can just see what we've been dealing with. We're back to slipping and sliding in the mud. But the views are opening up, wide open. That's what I love about this trail. And we're we'll be at the first aid station here in about a mile at Antelope Mesa. So I think I might ditch the jacket and gloves then, because it actually doesn't feel too bad. But still dealing with the mud. Hopefully not too much longer. All right, 7.5 miles in, approaching Antelope Mesa, aid station number 1. And here we are. Oh, thank you. Thank you, appreciate it. Okay, we're almost 9 miles in, and I was really hoping the mud would be all dried up for this part. And it looks like it is, because these next 4 or 5 miles are some of the best single track that I've run. One of my favorite parts of the course for sure. You can see our views. Our views are awesome. You can see the trail winding its way down. You can see the runners. So here we go. All right, 12.5 miles in. Made it to aid station number 2. Was gonna use the bathroom, but I'm not trying to wait in line, so I'll just go on the trail somewhere. Keep going. Okay, just leaving the Hidden Treasure aid station. We've got about 6.5 miles to next aid station, Bumblebee Ranch. Looking forward to getting there. It's always a pretty happening spot here at this race. That's a really fun runnable section. We were making some good time there. I was running with a group of a few people, and it's just like 5 miles of really smooth runnable single track. So glad to be done with that and on to the next one. So our trail and our views have kind of opened up here. See all that snow on those mountains over there, and you just don't see that on this course. So that's kind of cool. The temperatures aren't too bad. The high for Phoenix today was calling for 55. Feels like it's mid-50s right now. It's very comfortable out. So, like I mentioned before, they had to push the start of this race back 2 hours because of the shuttle buses that take us from the start line in Anthem up to the finish line in Anthem up to the start line in Mayer. They were concerned about ice and snow on the road. So from what I understand, the decision to push it back 2 hours came from the shuttle bus company and not from Aravaipa. So there was a lot of us just waiting there in the morning just with a couple hours to kill. I tried taking a nap in my truck, but I couldn't sleep, so. But the only problem is now our drop bags. Most of us have drop bags in Black Canyon City with our lights. And now that we're 2 hours back, we kind of got to hustle to get there before daylight. We should be good, but I feel bad for people that were trying to push it to Table Mesa at mile 50 because lost 2 hours of daylight. So that's going to be the push to get my light before it gets dark. But like I said, we're in good shape. And I'm a fan of the later starts anyway. I'm not a morning person at all. So it was kind of nice just to relax for a little bit, let it warm up a little bit, and have that 10 o'clock start. So anyway, we're gonna keep moving here. So we're almost 15 miles in. Just making our way down this windy single track. And one of my favorite things about this race and about this course and about this trail is just seeing the vegetation and landscape change. Oh, like someone just bit me. It was weird. Anyway, I don't know what that was. But so we were like high desert grasslands, and we made our way down through like scrub oak and prickly pears, and now we're starting to make our way into the saguaro fields. I don't know if you can see, but off to my left you can start seeing saguaros that way. Pretty soon we'll be running through them. There's a little guy right there, little baby saguaro, and it's just cool seeing the scenery change throughout the day. It's awesome. All right, coming up on 18 miles in. Legs are definitely hurting a little bit. I would say this is the first time in the race where I wouldn't call it a low point, but definitely feeling it. So looking forward to getting to Bumblebee Ranch, maybe getting some real food. I think Satisfy Running was taking over that aid station, so I wonder if there'll be any floata there, or maybe some real food, or maybe a masseuse like at Cocodona. That'd be nice. We'll see. But we've got about a mile and a quarter till we're at Bumblebee Ranch aid station, and like I said, I'm feeling it. So that's just how these things go. There's always ups and downs, ebbs and flows. Good thing is we're just enjoying some beautiful scenery. Saguaro cactus. All right, approaching Bumblebee. This is a big spot for crew, so we're running down all that right now. Thank you. Definitely looking forward to eating some real food, especially with the late start. I haven't really eaten since like, I don't know, 6, 7. So definitely got to get some food in me. Thank you. Just gonna let this roll for a little bit. See what we got up here. This is such a cool spot.
Good job.
Thank you.
Everyone else is good?
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you. guys. Hey. Such a cool spot. All right, I stayed there for probably longer than I should have, but good to take a break, get some food. Saw my buddy Harley, his fiance Monet. So talking to them for a little bit. He might be pacing me later. He's supposed to pace someone else, but they might not need him. So if that doesn't work out, he might be pacing me. So that would be great. But I think we've got 4 or 5 miles to the next aid station. I'm not even sure exactly. So I'm gonna get it. All right, mile 24, Gloriana Mine. I'm hurting. Got some trail friends. Cattle are out. Some down there. A couple up there. It's so cool. Just hit 25 miles. We're 5.5 hours in. Hurting. It's gonna be a long day. Alright, we are 28.2 miles in. I am in full-on sufferfest mode. We're on this downhill section leading into Black Canyon City, and I just feel like I don't have anything in me to run this at all. My legs hurt, my feet hurt. I think whenever I get to the next aid station, which should be... Okay, my battery died, so I'm not sure where that cut off, so I'm just gonna start that video again. We're 28.36 miles in, and I am in full-on sufferfest mode. The river down there, it's pretty. Legs hurt, feet hurt, no energy, just really struggling. I'm in a pretty low place right now. So I think I've decided that whenever I get to the next aid station at Deep Canyon Ranch, which should be in a little less than 3 miles, I'm gonna take some time there to actually sit down and recover and stretch out, give my feet a break. Probably take a good 15-20 minutes, maybe more, I don't know. It just feels like that's what I need right now, because if I keep pushing without taking care of myself, it's not gonna end good. So what are you gonna do? It's ultras, right? Push through and figure it out. Looks like we're gonna have our first water crossing here pretty soon. Maybe that'll wake the feet up a little bit, we'll see. Okay, first water crossing. It's gonna be freezing. I'm gonna pull my calf sleeves up so they won't get super wet. Calf sleeves are so caked in mud, they didn't want to come up. Whatever, it's good enough. Oh my gosh. First one down. That was cold. Now we climb. Well, we can see the Deep Canyon Ranch aid station. I don't know if you can see that field straight ahead where all those cars are. Now we just got to get through this rocky, kind of techy downhill to get there. It just feels horrible on my legs. But we're almost at the aid station, which means almost to recovery time, which I cannot wait for. I've been getting passed by a lot of runners in this segment, but I'm not super worried about it. I always say you gotta run your own race, not worry about what other people are doing, and you gotta listen to your body. So right now, my body's telling me that I need to rest and recover before moving on to the next section. So, just making our way down this hill, and we should be there pretty soon. All right, mercifully made it to the aid station. Looking forward to some rest. This is awful. Okay, haven't updated in a little while. Left Deep Canyon Ranch aid station. I was still hurting a little bit. I called my wife, was talking to her for about an hour, so that was good. Just picked the spirits up, and had another river crossing, had a little climb, and now we got a downhill into the aid station. I've been running with a couple people. Definitely feeling better than I was before Deep Canyon Ranch, but we'll see. I'm at 9 hours right now, just a little 8 hours and 58 minutes, 36 miles. My goal for this race was to get a Western States qualifying time, which is under 17 hours. I don't know if that'll happen. That'll be tight. It's still possible, but it's going to depend on how these climbs go. So if that doesn't happen, I'll be happy with just a finish, which it's a 20-hour cutoff. When I did this race previously, I think I finished in 14 hours and 20 minutes or 21 minutes or something. So I kind of thought I could replicate that today, but I'm just not. I haven't been doing as much training as I should. You know, we have a 4-month-old daughter at home, and it's just hard to get the miles in with a newborn. Not to make excuses, but that's what I'm doing. So that's where we're at. But I feel like I've recovered a little bit. So we're running it in now, and don't know how much filming I do. I gotta figure out how to film at night with my GoPro, because I just use the Kogala waist light. I don't use a headlamp, and I feel like the lighting doesn't really pick up on this video. But I'll check in here and there, and we're gonna hammer this thing and get it done. All right, Black Canyon City Aid. We made it. Gonna recover some more and get some food. Keep going. All right, river crossing number 3 should be the last one. Oh gosh. some cold water. My GoPro died. Figures. So I'm gonna do a quick video. I can't believe it. I'm at 16 hours, 20 minutes right now. The finish line is straight ahead. That was a push for about the last 30 miles to get the Western States qualifying cutoff time, 17 hours. I left Deep Canyon Ranch at close to 8 hours. That means I ran the second half of this race in about 8.5 hours. And the second half is significantly harder with all the climbing. That was like an out-of-body experience with running. I must have passed at least 100 people in the last 10, 15 miles. I'm so proud of this. I'll check in at the finish. Here we are, Black Canyon finish line. I can't believe it. Let's go. Yeah. Oh.